player. For 10 years, he played for the NFL, for the Jacksonville Jaguars. He played in the latter part of his career for the Miami Dolphins and the Oakland Raiders. And has a great message. I talked to him for about 15 minutes in there, and I already felt a great connection. Such a wonderful person. And he has a lot of great things to say to you. So please listen and take away a lot from this. He was born in New Jersey, went to Syracuse. But from there, really had a lot of things in his life that he's going to tell you about that are great messages for you to hear. So as always, I told him how great my kids were, how respectful you all were. So please listen and take away a lot from this presentation, Mr. Donovin Darius.
How's everybody doing this morning? All right, now I got 4 children, right? 9, 11, 13 girls, 13-year-old girls, and my son, he is 18. Now I know, because I used to work in middle school, when I ask that question and I hear how loud you guys are, like on the playground and stuff, or on lunch, it's a little loud. So I'm gonna try it again. How you guys doing this morning? All right, don't act like y'all shy. Ain't no way. Listen, how you doing? First of all, give your principal a round of applause. It is an honor and a privilege to be able to come and speak to such a great school, great students, great staff, especially for such a great occasion. I'll give you a little bit about myself. I grew up in Camden, New Jersey. Anybody know where Camden, New Jersey is? Well, anybody know where Philadelphia is? Yes. Okay. Well, I'm right across the bridge from there. And growing up, you know, the typical story you might hear, grew up poverty, you know, single parents, really didn't have much. I remember sometimes going in the refrigerator, not seeing anything in there but ice cubes, and somebody stood and filled that all the way up. And so we didn't have a lot, but what we did have is we had each other. And so one of the things in terms of trying to get out of the inner city, you'll see stuff like this on movies, you'll hear about it, but I just want to share just a little bit of it, and then also let you know how that transferred into where, you know, I was able to go from there. And so, growing up in elementary school, middle school, the same typical situation. School testing, we had CTS testing, which was basically comprehension test of basic skills, similar to like you guys' WEST test. You know, I had kids all around me. Some kids had money, parents had money, some kids didn't have. It didn't matter. But what we had was, we had the same environment like you guys have now. We had the same choices and decisions that you guys have now. And we had a lot of some of the same experiences. When I was in 7th grade, I had something that totally changed my life. Okay? I was in a household where there was like, not on me, but there was like abuse in the household. Okay? And I remember in the middle of the night, my mom got us up and we went to a shelter. It was 5 of us. And in that shelter, you know, it moved us from the inner city, Camden, New Jersey, to kind of like a middle class area. Okay? And this was like the 4th market period, so you can imagine, the 4th market period, you just all of a sudden get up and go. Now you're in a new school, where you're not even telling anybody where you're at, why you're there, or anything. So that was kind of like life-changing for me. But one thing it did was, when I went from Camden, New Jersey, where the standards was kind of low, to Blackwood, New Jersey, where the standards was higher, okay, the school was harder, they had more affluent people there, support. It totally changed my life. Because now I got a chance to see people that just didn't look like me. I saw people that were different. Okay? I got my first F ever, because I came in the 4th market period. I saw that the standards was a lot higher. Okay? But then what I also learned too was, for 4 years that I was out there, I learned how to live life. I learned that people around, that everybody that I see, that's not only what the world is about. There are people that have less, because I was there. There's people that have more, because I was there. I knew that there were decisions that I had, and choices that I had as a kid growing up in the inner city, that people in more affluent areas did not have to deal with. And then on those 4 years, I also saw, from an academic standpoint, that when you have a school like this school here, and you have a school like that I went to, there's a whole lot of different challenges you face. Okay, there's a lot of different challenges you face. And so when I went back, after 4 years, I went back to high school in Camden, New Jersey. It was amazing. I went back, just imagine you step out of your world, go into another world, and you come back. When you come back now, I came back with more understanding. I had a greater appreciation for the things that we didn't have. I had a greater appreciation for people. Because I understood that, hey, these people over here, where I came from, they don't have it like they have it there. And I had a great understanding to say, wait a minute, here's my opportunity to be something in life. I wasn't just focused on just what I saw, you know. And so when I was working for the municipal last year, I shared a lot of this message. You guys, according to, I was talking to your principal, this area, a town, this school, you guys are doing very well. You have a lot of research, you have a lot of people that are pulling for you. You have a lot of people that want your success. But what happens is sometimes they can want your success more than you do. They can want you guys to be better students more than you do. They can want you to be better young men and women more than you do. And so what you face is the same thing I faced. I was in Camden for 7 years of my life. All I knew was around me. But it wasn't until I stepped out of that mode, you know, through circumstances that I had no control over, that I really started to grow in life. And so by me going through that, when I wanted to get a scholarship to go to Syracuse University, I was more prepared. Because now when I went to Syracuse, there was very few people that looked like me. There were very few people that had the same experience as me, but guess what? I had developed and learned something from the environment that I was in. And those people, the friendships that I developed over the time, I was able to pour that into my life. I have many friends and associates that I still talk to that are still in Camden, New Jersey, but never had a mindset change. Never challenged themselves because they never see anything different. And so today and the rest of your life, you're going to have that opportunity. You're here, and I'm not saying everything is perfect. It's not. Life is life. But every day you have a choice to make. Every day you have a choice and a decision to make of how you're going to respect yourself, how you're going to respect other people, okay, and the goals and the ways you set up as far as in life. And so I was real fortunate. I mean, I was blessed to play in the NFL. I graduated from college, got drafted first round in 1998 by the Jacksonville Jaguars in the NFL draft. To me, that was amazing. I never would have thought. A kid from Camden, New Jersey, going to the NFL. Nobody in my family ever did it. Nobody I knew ever did it. And so, of course, I had a lot of hate people, or you know, there's a lot of negativity. Like, you can't do that. You can't do it. I mean, nobody else around you did it. But one thing that was instilled in me, you know, my mom instilled in me was, she instilled in me the ability to continue to believe. Believe in God and believe that, but if I can dream it, I can achieve it. If I can conceive it, I can achieve it. And there's a lot of dreams in here. There's a lot of goals. There's a lot of aspirations. And in a second, I'm just going to ask you guys this. What are some of the things that you want to do in life? What are some of the great things? And I don't want you to limit yourself. So I'll just put your hand up and I'm just ask you, what are some of the things that you want to do in terms of you want to be in life when you grow up? Okay? Anybody? Hands up and then I call you. Yes, ma'am.
An actress on Broadway.
She wants to be an actress on Broadway. You can do it, sweetheart. Anybody else? Yes, sir. Pro hockey player. Awesome. Yes, sir. In the back. Professional football player. Okay, some of the young ladies, yes, we are. She want to be a physical therapist? That's awesome. Awesome. Designer for Lego. There you go, buddy. There's a lot of kids being made every day. So you never want to go out of business. All right, everybody else. They're like dominating you guys over there. Okay, how about over here? What's some of the things you guys want to do? What's some of the career goals? Some of that you think you want to do? Anything? All right, I'm calling you, sweetheart. She wants to be a lawyer. Awesome. Who wants to be a lawyer? Who wants to go into law? Hands down. Who wants to go into sports? Professional sports. Okay, hands down. How about the health field? Hands down. How many of you guys want to own your own company? Entrepreneur. There you go. You don't want to work for anybody. Work for yourself. Put your hand down. Okay. How about education? Education. You can do it. The only person that will ever stop you, the only person that will ever stop you is you. The only person that will ever stop you is you. And I'm going to share something with you. Anybody know what fear is? Fear? We use it as an acronym. False evidence appearing real. In everything you do in life, there's going to be a certain amount of fear to it. But the other word on the other side of that is courage. If you don't have any fear, you don't need courage. And so what you're going to develop as you guys go through life, academics, school, sports, taking a test, going to everything, friendship, you're going to have a certain amount of fear. A certain amount of negativity that's going to come, that's going to make you want to stop. But you have to overcome that. You have to really, really overcome that. And you overcome that with courage. You overcome that by one step at a time. I'll give you a prime example. When I was in college, even in high school, playing sports, I used to run track, I used to run hurdles. I can remember being down in the starting blocks, okay, and before they say go, in my mind I get a thought, man, you're going to fall over this first hurdle. You're going to fall start, you're going to get disqualified. Anybody ever have negative things like that happen? Yeah, okay, hands down. It happens. I remember in the NFL, got these big guys. When I first got in the NFL, they brought me in because they had these big running backs. They had a guy like Jerome Bettis. He was about 5'10", 260 pounds. They had another guy, Eddie George. He was 6'3", 245 pounds. They had another guy, Corey Dillon. He was about 6'1", 220 pounds. Terrell Davis, all pro guys. They had all these guys. And I'm just coming out of college. I'm like, oh, snap. You know? But I can never forget. I'll never forget one day. We were going against Pittsburgh Steelers. And I remember Jerome Bettis was talking all this trash, right? And you know, he was knowing I was a rookie. I was starting that first year. And the first half, he was running on us. And I said, you know, in the locker room, I said, you know, here's a point of decision. I'm either going to step up to the plate, okay, or I'm going to let him keep yakking. And so, here it was, first play of the second half. And if they had an audio video, I would show you guys, but they don't have it. Okay? First play, at second half. They handed him the ball off the right side. My right side, defense, his left side. And I said, I'm just going to keep running. And I'm going to hit him so hard. Now, was I a little nervous? Yeah, this guy 260. I'm about 215 at the time. Man, when I came down and hit this guy so hard and stopped him, and they called it, everybody always talk about it, they say, you stop the bus at this track. You know, but what it did is after that happened, I got up and I was so fired up, and I felt like I could dominate anything. But go back before that happened, what was there? A certain amount of fear. But how did I overcome that? With courage, one step at a time, making it up in my mind that I can do this, and I will do it. And so guys, as you guys continue to go and continue to travel, I know you guys got the STAR test, the WEST testing. Listen, why? Why the test? What is this all about? Think about it. It's an incremental, kind of standardized test that's going to continue to measure your progress. Everybody here has goals. Everybody here wants to achieve something. But you gotta understand the steps to take to get there. This is a great measurement step for what you've been doing, all the hard work you've been putting in. And so again, when you sit down to the test, certain amount of fear, you get tired. The other one, you get distracted. But if you can build up the courage to hang in there, to focus, to understand that everything you do has a purpose. You have this, the smallest thing will make the biggest difference. The smallest thing will make the biggest difference. Do I got 5 more minutes? Okay. I would like to do a demonstration. Okay, I need a volunteer. Volunteer. Okay, come on, you minute. Okay, all right. Clap it up, clap it up. Say your name, raise your hand, and what you want to do in the order. I'm the volunteer. Professional crossfit. Good job. Clap it up for him. All right, so, talk about goals, right? Talk about goals. Okay, Devontae want to be a professional lacrosse player. You know what I'll tell him as a dream maker? I'll say you can do it. I'll say there's nobody going to stop you but you. The sky's the limit. If you believe it, okay, you can achieve it. Okay? And so what I want to do is I want to represent that this towel right here is your professional career. Okay? And so I want you to just hold on to it, put the pencil down. Thanks, sir. Hold on to the towel. There you go. Now, that's his goal. He wants his dream. He wants to be a professional lacrosse player. Is that true?
Yep.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay. This towel represents his dream of being a professional lacrosse player. As you go through life, you may want something very, very, very bad. But one thing about you is you're not alone. There's going to be always people around you. Some want it for you, and some don't. But you got to stay focused. You got to stay focused on what you want. You got to fight for it. So this towel here represents his goal to be a professional lacrosse player. And I say you can do it. Okay? So, this is your goal, right? In life, there's people that come around you. He has a goal in his hand. Does he have it in his hand? And then I'm that guy that comes around, okay, and I'm looking at you, I'm like, okay, handsome dude, nice glasses, okay, I'm pumping him up, and then out of nowhere, I just snatch his goal from him. I can snatch it from him from a negative word. I can snatch it from him because I'm devious, because I'm insecure, because, I think he has a better chance than I do. But that happens. But I say all that to say this. You guys think I should have another chance? Hold on to the truth. Yeah. What do you guys think? Yeah. Okay. So now that we understand that just as easy as you make up that dream, it can be snatched away from you, you got to do a little more than that. You got to focus. You got to wrap that thing around, wrap it around your arm, wrap it tight. Wrap it tight. 2 hands. Now, I'm that guy. Okay? I'm that guy, right? So, he's holding the cross, right? Now he's holding on to a little bit more, right? But listen, you guys notice the difference now. Look at the difference. It's still his goal. Now he's holding on to it. But now he's aware. He's aware that he's not by himself. He's aware that he has to be more focused. He don't care about you guys now. He cares all about me. Okay? And he's holding on to it a little tighter. All right? Sometimes it might fall if I pull hard enough, and I'm not. And so, when you keep doing it, and you keep doing it, look at this. He's focused on it now. Okay? He's focused. See, it doesn't matter what I do. He's still holding on to it. And see, now he takes his dream, he takes his goal, and then goes and accomplishes it. So I want to end with this, you guys. It doesn't matter which one to be in life. I will say, and we always say, we can do it. But it is up to you. This towel right here represents your goal in life. But there's going to be a lot of people that's going to try to snatch it from you. You have to be focused, you have to be alert, and you got to hold on to it and fight with everything you have. And you guys can do it. So I wish you guys all the best. Thank you so much for your time.
Okay, guys, you've heard this message. It was the most interesting thing watching you all, because I can't tell you, and I'm going to get choked up because I know you're going to be gone from me in a couple weeks, how far you guys have come. I mean, when you were in 5th and 6th grade, tell me the difference between then and now. What's the difference in this class? How many of you have learned the value of respecting yourself by not disrespecting other people? I mean, it's unbelievable. I see hands up, and that's a rhetorical question. You have come so far, this 8th grade class. I can't tell you how proud I am of you. So go out there and kick you know up this side.